Anyway, we'll continue through. I'll show you some of the Red Wing. Doop 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 doop. A little different. One constellation has been activated. I do need more cacti though. Oh, this room. Yes, I haven't really thought things through, and I haven't actually reset all my traps here, or even, loaded the things. Though really, I don't think it's that important. I mean, going through combat in Minecraft is, it's not that great. You get the gist of the mechanics, though. This whole wing is basically a combat wing, so for those of you who actually like combat, then, this is your wing. This is like, take it on. Hit those guys with a sword. Don't break the mechanisms with a sword. Well, you could if you wanted, but, whatever. You get the idea. Anyway, so this one works on a simple timer. You just activate it. 2 charges, releases a bunch of zombies, creatures, whatever, doesn't matter what you fight. Breaks the painting, and then releases the staircase after a short delay. Opens up the ceiling as well, just lets you through. Very simple. Takes you to the next room. You've got a button and a door here, I figure. Well, nothing really else in the room. It's probably pretty obvious. Hit the button. 6 zombies spawn here, get pushed up. Simple timer, lets you go through the door. You can technically not kill the zombies if you want. It's a non-issue to me. I mean, your experience is your experience, right? It's how you want to make it, because the combat mechanics of Minecraft really, they're not varied enough to make your experience your own unless you have the option of doing multiple different things, and that should include ignoring combat. There's no reason why I should force you to basically left-click repeatedly at, well, really simplistic monsters, right? Anyway, so this is the same thing. Monsters just come from the ceiling. It's likely going to be skeletons. Maybe they get a chance to pop a shot or 2 off at you once they're up there. Not sure why I'd do that. It seems just mean, but it's probably a redstone consideration. I also I don't like the way dispenser's shooting from underneath using the piston method. I'm not sure I like the way that works, because sometimes your monsters just stay inside of your floor, and the effect really kind of sucks. I find that if you have the piston go up twice, though, it pushes the mob up, so it's not too shabby. Anyway, that lets you come out through here. This is a simple rest area. It's gonna have a couple chests with some loot. Replenish your hero for a minute. This really simple room. Yeah, the pressure plate's pretty obvious. I figured that if they were on simple wood, people would be tempted to break them, because the assumption might be that breaking them is the clever move, and here I've basically told the player, yes, I know you can see them. The pressure plates are really out in the open, but it is a very conscious choice on your part. Do you want to engage in the fight, or do you not want to? And I think that that's good, because this fight is more sort of for laughs. It's not actually very difficult. You basically just activate a number of dispensers here, 7 dispensers, and they all shoot just a green slime, and they come down the staircase. Not very threatening, obviously. It takes a while to fight slimes up a spiral, because they tend to push you, and, a bit of a pain, but not legitimately threatening to the player. They're not going to die because of these slimes. Continue onward through. Now this is where things get a little shaky in the wing. It hasn't really been put together yet. Well, go upstairs to this boss area first. See, this room's not complete yet. I'm still thinking of a challenge directly before the boss. I say boss again, but there's no monster. There's no, none of this stuff. Just a simple challenge inside this building. Basically, press 1. This button activates these dispensers, as well as these dispensers, as well as the ones in the final room. This dispenser, or this button, likewise, it technically activates these, but these ones will only have a monster each. These ones 2 monsters each, and these ones 3 monsters each, and then the final button. Well, this has already been activated, but this would be closed, and final button would open it up. There, you can see the mechanisms there. I just haven't put in the hookup. Yeah, and there's going to be a spiral staircase in here, let you up into, you know, sort of the dormitory area. I haven't really thought about that yet. I do have one in the other part of the wing, though. I'll just... Oh, no clip, fancy. I don't know how much time that saves me, though. Oh, shoot. I actually have to go up a level. This place is pretty large. I'm kind of impressed by the scale of it so far, because I've never made a dungeon quite this size before, and it actually presents some unique challenges, because you get a lot more freedom on individual puzzle rooms simply because you have all of this wide open space. But it is more difficult to make a wide open space look believable, because an empty castle doesn't really tell a story. I mean, that front hall right now looks ugly because I don't have any statues in it yet, right? It's just it's really a bland hall, but next to each of the large wing doors, I'm actually going to have a couple statues flanking the area, so I think it'll turn the main hall into more of an attraction. The one with the ceiling, obviously, is already an attraction, but I really wanted to showcase the ceiling there. It's also going to be a refueling room. There's going to be cakes and various foods on the table, so you'll be able to replenish your energy. Anyway, this floor is obviously not done, or this one, in fact. But this fight will be very simple, basically. Button on this side, connected to an AND gate. You know, spawns a couple blazes. I'm not really sure why I'd have 2 buttons as opposed to 1. I was thinking that each button might summon a single blaze at a time, because fighting multiple blazes tends to end up with, well, I mean, your buildings are just burnt down, basically. It's hard to avoid. So I thought maybe a single one at once would be a more reasonable fight. And there's this big open space to fight them in. I think that's pretty appropriate for the blaze, but I was also considering turning the whole area into a sort of a common room, bunch of chairs around tables, things like that, sort of obstacles, but also things that you could jump off of potentially in order to get to a blaze that's, you know, hovering near the ceiling or whatnot. But anyway, once the timer passes, again, opens up a door over here, lets you up into the dormitories. Basically all identical. It's not that interesting, sadly. I think that as a whole, they're kind of interesting because, well, they are supposed to look similar. I've got one of the sort of larger dormitories done too. Ah, there we go. This will be a common room with some books, tables, chairs. Open this up, and bedroom. Probably going to work another bed into here, figure out a way of making it less sparse. I think I might be able to do bunk beds over here. Probably not, but I can at least do 2 beds, so this layout's going to change a little. And this obviously doesn't have much in it, but this will probably be the same layout as upstairs, only without the nice roof. Anyway, that's about it for the dormitories. Go find the entrance here. There we go. Okay. This actually leads to a secret passageway down here. You can go up this staircase as well, just have to jump. It's not optimal, but I thought it felt appropriately cramped. open up these levers, and there you go. You're back in the hallway. Anyway, it's just a little sneak preview of what I've been doing and what I hope to release quite soon. It's been a joy working on this project. Actually, it's coming together pretty nicely. I'm happy with the result, and I'm happy with the techniques I've used to actually achieve that. I've been planning this building for a while. I'm trying to make more modular designs for redstone dungeons, trying to figure out how to make buildings that include natural redstone shafts and natural areas where mechanisms can be placed. And I'll go over that in my my tutorial series at some point. Once I actually release the map, I plan on focusing a little more on tutorials, and I'll have a regular schedule set up too. So yeah, I guess we'll see then. We'll teach you how to build everything in here and everything that will be. So hope you enjoy. See you later.